right here is the box that it comes in. Let's take it over to my coffee desk and get it open, and I'll put it together for you. Got a small bag of hardware here. I've got a 2-pronged plug here that works on 100 to 240 volts. Here's the controller. And a little bit of a closer look at it here. It's a hard plastic shell with on and off buttons, auto functions, different mode and brightness settings, an ability to control the colors, some timer settings, and you can pair it with music and even lock it. And you can see the lamp itself comes wrapped up in styrofoam to keep it safe. So let's take our time getting it out of this styrofoam and put it together. Looks like it comes with 3 tubes for the light here. And then we have a base here as well, which also has its own light on it. And you can see right here where the AC adapter is going to plug into it. And that also has buttons here, so you don't always have to use the remote controller. Base is quite heavy, especially compared to these lightweight tubes, which is good. That means it's going to be very sturdy. But let's make sure I'm right about that, and let's put it together. So we'll start by putting the lamp base upright. Then we need to differentiate between our lights here. They all have the same connecting point down here, it looks like. But over here we have 2 that look like this. These are lamp B, 1 and 2. And then we have lamp C. So the first step will be taking this connector on lamp B and dropping it into the base like this. Now we'll take the second lamp B and do that again. Now we'll take lamp C and we'll do that again on top of the last lamp B. Now we get our bag of hardware and we take out our hex key and 3 screws. And then we find this screw hole here between lamp C and B and install a screw, and you can just start that by hand. Then we do the same thing for the connection between the 2 B lamps. Just start a screw by hand in this hole right here. And then again, here's lamp B connected to the base lamp right here. We put a screw in this hole right here. And again, just starting it by hand. And once all 3 of those are in, we can take our hex key and tighten them up. It really doesn't take much to get them tight either. We move on to number 2. It just takes a couple spins of the hex key and it tightens up really quickly. And then we move on to the 3rd one. Again, just a few spins of the hex key and it's already tight. Then we just plug it in, connect it to the base, and this is how it looks the first time I turned it on. And so here I have the light operating right here, and there's actually 3 different ways to control it. You can control it with the base, you can control it with this controller right here, or you can download the app. And I've found that the app is the best way to control it because you really get the most specific settings on this one. You can see all the different modes that we can put it in. There's actually 47 different modes that you can style it in, so that gives you a lot of range on how we can control this. Not only that, but we can also control the speed at which the light is pulsating on each one of them just by controlling this little bar right here. As you can see, here's full speed on this mode, and then if we drop that speed, you can see that it's slowed down significantly, though still making the same effect. And up here you'll see that the color options are actually grouped, so you can make a decision based on the type of lighting scenario that you want. So there's curtain effects, transitional effects, water effects, flow, tall, run back, etc. So here's, for example, is what run back looks like compared to a scene mode, which we can have this one, which is called sunrise. Here, let me give you a better look at that. So here is sunrise, here's sunset, here's birthday, candlelight, fireworks, party, starry sky, romantic, rainbow, disco, movie. Here are the tail light effects. This is called color tail or color tail back. We'll go in the other direction just as an example. You can also be specific with the colors. Here's red tail back, green tail, and here's the flow options. As you can see, you can change the colors on the flow as well as the direction. And here are the options for water. This one's called color water. This one's called color water back, RGB water back, YCP water back, GB water back, obviously green, blue. Here's the transitional effects. This one's called color trans, RGB trans back. And here are the curtain options, blue close and yellow open. So as you can see, there's just a ton of different options to choose from, especially if you have the app. It gives you full control over everything. And you also have more control over the select colors that you want to use. So for example, I can come into this color wheel here, and I can choose exactly which color that I want to make it shine. And you can see that I really have a wide range of colors here all over this color wheel, and it will make any color I want basically. But it also has some preset colors here, as well as some classic colors here. And you can change the intensity and brightness of the light. As you can see, I send it all the way down there. Here's the middle brightness, and let me send it all the way up. There's also a music setting here, so let's try playing some music with this. For example, let's play Happy Birthday. So you have an idea there of what that's like. And let's try one more called Alternative Christmas. Then we also have a mic control setting here. So this means that as I'm talking, it will turn on and turn off according to my voice. Isn't that interesting? That actually really is interesting. I was not expecting that to happen, but it actually is controlled by your voice, and if I stop talking, it will turn off. Just as you can see there. And here you see you have full control over setting a schedule, so you could set times, you could set repeats, you can schedule it off, also repeat. So that's really cool that you can have that kind of level of control over it. And if you go into the settings, you'll see there's a feature here called shake. So if I shake my phone, it'll change color. So that's kind of interesting. So it's a very cool light. Let's just put it up against the wall and see what it looks like as opposed to looking directly at the lamp here. So this will give you an idea here of what happens when you have the lamp pointed directly at the wall. It looks really cool. It spreads that color out evenly and really does make the whole room glow as well. And if we want, we don't have to use all those flashy colors. We can just put it on a standard lamp light just like this. And actually it's really nice to use the controller too, because it's just easy to turn down the brightness, turn up the brightness really easily. If you have it on some mode like this, you can quickly make it slower, or you can make it faster. Obviously makes it easy to turn off and on, and easy to switch from the different colors here, basically just the main colors, and then back into auto mode where it does some cool flashing features. So all in all, I'd say it's a really cool light. I've never invested in something like this before, but I'm really glad I did. I think it's going to add a lot to my videos. It's going to add a lot to the ambiance of my office here. I just think it's really cool, and I think you'll like it too because it was so easy to put together and it's really simple to use, but yet it still has a lot of different functionalities and colors, and it just makes for a really cool light. So go ahead and grab it because I think you're really going to like it just like I do.